Namaste, beautiful gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tayenne, and the song that you were hearing playing in the background, I came across on YouTube. My higher self brought me to this song because I had this feeling that was inside of me that I needed to purge, and I could not really identify with what I was feeling, but it was my soul calling out for my divine counterpart. And I just kept hearing, "You're so far away, you're so far away." And when I listened to the song, it did something to me. It was like heavenly bliss. It was like my soul cried, you guys. That's how deep it is. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys some of this music for those of you that are grieving over your union and that are longing for connection. Someone's divine masculine is crying, and they have been crying a lot, not only about the union, but just about their lot in life. They're feeling lost. They're feeling like they let you down. They feel like they let themselves down. And so I was compelled by Source to do a channeling for you. And I'll go ahead and do that without further ado. I'm going to go ahead and first make an announcement, and then I'll call in some help. My turnaround time for my workings and readings across the board is 7 days. I am overwhelmed with my readings and my workings. I cannot get these out within 3 days because I am a doctor and I do see clients. I also work out of a metaphysical shop where I do readings there, and I'm on call there. So sometimes I'm reading out there 2 to 3 times a week. Just like this week, I've been called in already 3 times. And I've been doing readings all day, all yesterday. And I just really just need to be realistic in what I am capable of doing and know my limits as well. It's not fair to you if I am not able to get your reading out in time. So, in all fairness, my turnaround time is a week. I need a week. 3 days is not long enough. I have so many readings right now and so many workings right now that it's just only me. I'm only one person, and I have to be realistic. As much as I want to help you guys, I got to also live too, and I got to also make sure that I'm being balanced. And I can't just sit in the 5D and above all day long doing workings and readings. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm making changes from 72 hours to a week. All right. There's some readers that go up to 2 weeks. I'm not going to go that far, but yeah, a week. Now, let's go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yod-He-Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future, and all universes, parallel universes, and all dimensions and sub-dimensions, and so it is. For those of you that are new to my channel, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates. If it does not resonate with you, you can easily click off the channel. But for those of you that it does resonate with, perfect. If you're looking for something a little bit more specific to your particular situation, please check out my description box. The information is listed below. All right, this divine masculine is going through a very hectic time right now. This is a phase of healing. This is a phase of just a lot of introspection and retrospection. If you want to know the decks that were used on this reading, it is James Van Praagh, The Power of Love, which is your activations, which I'm going to be doing on this reading. And then you have Healing Yourself reading cards by Anna Segal. Now, I do want to let you know that I'm not always going to be doing activations on readings, but the reason why I'm doing this over the next duration of the next 5 days is because Spirit has put it inside of my heart as a token of appreciation from me to you, of my love, to do this for you, because I really want to see you guys win. And I have given away a lot of activations and a lot of free services over the last 72 hours, and I am going to continue to do so. I have 5 more days of me doing this and just giving you my generosity, because I really, truly want you to be successful. So your divine masculine is feeling like they sold their soul, like they selling out, or they sold you out, or maybe they threw you up under the bus. Your divine masculine is feeling lost, very injured. Your divine masculine, I feel like a lot of you, your divine masculines left you. Some of you left your divine masculine, and then as a domino effect, they left you. And they've been lost ever since. They've not been able to get themselves back. They have not been their whole and complete self since they left the union. And this has caused a lot of melancholy and a lot of depression. Your person is depressed, for those of you that I'm channeling for. This is a very heavy reading for me, because I'm really feeling, because I'm an empath, I'm really feeling the hurt in the heart center. They feel like you're not going to forgive them for what they did, and this is what has driven more of a wedge between the two of you. I see a divine masculine with his head down saying, what have I done? I feel like he feels that he's went so far that it's irreparable, which is never true. He feels like it's irreconcilable. It cannot be reconciled, which is never true. This person is being more hard on themselves than what they ought to be. They also feel like their friends and their family around them will feel like that if they came back into the union, that they'll be a sellout. Because they don't understand the relationship dynamic. They do not understand about twin flames. They do not understand and understand and overstand that this is a spiritual connection and union. This is a sacred union. You were written in the book of destiny, okay? Your time and your existence and everything that you know as your reality has already been mapped out from the time that you were born. And so your person, they cannot just snap out of this. This is like a really dark space. I'm feeling like a dark cloud is over this person, because they cannot come to grips with what they've done. There's a lot of sadness, a lot of fear. They're fearful of what people will say. They're fearful of letting you down again. What if they hurt you again? What if they don't take me back? Your divine masculine is saying, what if she don't take me back? So I'm also feeling that they fear rejection from you. Your person has been very hurt, and not just by you. This person has been hurt way before you even stepped on the scene. I feel like it deals with their early childhood years. A lot of abuse. A lot of harsh words were spoken to this person as a child. And then it kind of got swept up under the rug. Like there was no addressing the issues. Things were just kind of like glossed over. Your person is injured still. There's a lot of things that they need to let go from the past. And they're having a hard time letting go. They're having a hard time believing that they can release this, that they can resolve this, that there is a solution to this problem. Because they're so used to broken things. They're so used to being a broken person that the ideal of them being their whole and complete self escapes their reality. And so because of that, they are their own self-saboteur. So they sabotage themselves. And because of that, I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are subjected to their inner and outer demons. A lot of them are given into heavy drinking and the use of alcohol, the overuse of alcohol. A lot of them are given into promiscuity because the Jezebel spirit has been drawn to them based off of their vulnerability. This person is hurting and they're self-medicating to kind of, it's kind of like a self-defense coping mechanism. That's how they get by. That's how they survive. But they're really not surviving. They're just existing. They're not living. They want to live. They have so much life. They're full of life. They have so much life in front of them. But they need to realize that they are their own alchemists. And it's going to take spiritual alchemy in order for them to transform and transmute this situation. In order for them to be able to see brighter days ahead. Like I said, it's a lot of darkness that's around your person. I feel like your person is going through a rebirth, a spiritual rebirth and transformation, which is what is going on in the collective with a lot of the divine masculines. They are being shaken to be awakened, right? A lot of them have hit their head, bumped their heads multiple times is what I'm hearing from spirit. It's like they get it, but they don't. It's like all of their fears and all of their pain just kind of like all wrapped up in one bad energy, low vibrational energy ball. It's like an anchor that's keeping them stuck. It's weighing them down. When it comes to you, they look at you as being their home. You're a safe haven. You're a safe place. You're a place where they take up lodging and refuge. But then, now they don't even feel like that's safe anymore. They feel like they compromised it, they jeopardized it, they sullied the relationship. You were their best friend. You were someone they can always confide in. People in the past that they confided in turned against them. For some of them, they feel like when you left them, that you did the same thing that other people have done to them in the past. And that's, you turned your back on them and left them out in the cold. I keep on hearing your divine masculine say, she left me for dead, he left me for dead. Take what resonates. This person feels so much pain in their heart. I feel like you have a lot of pain in your heart too, which is blocking this union. It's blocking for this to manifest. It's blocking from this union to materialize. It can't come in until you guys give each other the freedom that you need and you solely deserve. You have the freedom card. It says you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So it's time for you and your person both to expand your heart chakra and open up to love. Once you open up to love, you'll be able to release everything that needs to be released. You have the release card. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to loving forces of the universe. Give this to your angels and your guides. Don't keep this. Don't hold on to this. Your angels and your guides are telling you to unclench your fist. Stop holding on to the pains of yesterday and step into your brightest future for tomorrow. Stop looking in that rearview mirror. of all the hurt, the harm, and the injury, and the pain, and all the trepidation, and all of the sorrow. Stop wallowing in your sorrow. It's time for you to be lifted up and to release this, because this no longer serves neither one of you. You are moving into a new direction. You're in the next leg of your journey and your union. Now, the reason why you were separated, the two of you were separated, is because you had to experience what it felt like to be an individual and to have individuality. So you can tap into those latent gifts and talents that source energy has stored in you. As the Bible says, that God has put the gifts of men. He has put talents and gifts inside all of us. It's time for you to leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do. Ask yourself at this given moment, what will love do? What would you do if you loved someone? What if your child threw a temper tantrum and acted out and threw a fit? Would you divorce them? Would you leave that child? Or would you tell that child, get up? You can't sit there and act out like that. No, get yourself together and act the way that you're supposed to act. You don't divorce your child. Now, I'm not saying for those of you that are having issues with infidelity and third-party situations and abuse to stay in a situation like that. I'm just giving you an example of unconditional love. A mother does not divorce her child. You are required to have motherly love for your divine masculine, whether you're a man or a woman. You are to tap into your feminine power and nourish this relationship so it can grow. Okay? It's going to take a considerable amount of cooperation. All right? It says, in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. We always want others to see the value in us, but sometimes we fail to return a favor. Sometimes we fail to see the value in others because we can become so detached from that value based off of our current circumstances and situations that no longer serve us anyway. We really want to hold on to those false ideologies and those old beliefs, don't we? Because we're just scared that if we just might let go, that the very desires in our hearts may become manifest. This is going to take cooperation, a considerable amount of cooperation on both of your parts. It's also going to take forgiveness. You have to forgive this person. This person has to forgive you. When you do that, you'll find the peace and the harmony that needs to be brought into this relationship. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Do you see what the activator is? It's love. Love is going to serve for you in this union as a universal solvent to dissolve anything that is unlike it. And your very last card is to live in the present moment, you guys. Stop chasing your ghost of the past. That's where the pain is coming from. The only reason why you and your person are experiencing pain right now is because you're holding on to the past. Let go. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. You cannot bring the energy of love into the current circumstances when you're living in the past. You have to be present in this moment now, because this is all the moment that we ever will have. Yesterday is gone. tomorrow, sometimes it never comes. That's a saying that holds so much truth. Because remember that yesterday was once your tomorrow. Always remember that with grace, which is also known as mercy, and unconditional love and radical forgiveness, that is the order of the day. When those three are together, because they are all akin to one another, you can have the desires of your heart. And the divine masculine doesn't have to keep crying and being depressed and feeling lost because he's without his divine feminine. The song that I played at the very beginning is the divine feminine calling out for her divine masculine because she's so hurt. But this divine masculine that I'm channeling for in this read is even more hurt than his divine counterpart. And she doesn't know it. He feels more pain in his heart because he left and he didn't even know why he left. I mean, he thought he knew. It sounded good. It felt like it was a great ideal at the time. But now he has to live with the ramifications and the consequences of his actions. Now he is laying in his bed of karma. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like the way it feels. He doesn't like the way it looks. And for those of you that are not in communication, it is because your divine masculine has a wall up, a guard up to protect himself, so he will not feel any further hurt. So there's a lot of emotional blockages that are here. I'm going to have to do healing on the other side. I will not do the healing here, but you do have the activations for your union here with these cards. Meditate on what I've said to you. Replay this video back as many times as you need to do for it to sink in. And I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading, you guys. Thank you so much. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.